Hello everyone, welcome to National Focus. I'm your presenter Tarnia Green. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. Coming up on National Focus, new storage tank commissioned in Monbruce. Welfare Division calls on the public to play a greater role in curbing child abuse within the society. And marijuana will continue to be an illegal substance in Dominica. Stay tuned as I bring you the details of these and other stories when National Focus returns. Welcome back. Time now for the details of the news. The Welfare Division continues to call on members of the public to assist the department in identifying victims of child abuse within the society. Chief Welfare Officer Martin Anthony made the call when he addressed the Crime and Violence Forum in Point Michelle on Monday night. Martin said there should be greater collaboration and partnership at the community and state levels in responding to these horrendous crimes against the nation's children.
We have been calling on the public continuously to join hands with us, join hands in continuing to report what they see happening around them. And many times we tell people who call the department, you don't even need to mention any name to us as to who is the caller. Just give us the information and we will go out to try to authenticate the report you are making. So we constantly call on the public for that support.
The Welfare Division over the past years has been working in the interest of the most vulnerable groups, such as abused and neglected children, and offers remedial services. Anthony says his department will continue to be a strong advocate against the abuse of children in Dominica.
We continue to detest the action of persons who wantonly and for reasons unexplained who take advantage of children. Children are vulnerable, children need to be protected, and we all have a part to play in the protection of children. We continue to say that there are perpetrators out there who we must be guarded against. Those perpetrators, and there are many, some of whom have not come to the fore or some of whom against reports have not yet been made, but they are out there as vultures taking advantage of children. When one thinks of children as young as 2 and 5 years being violated, this is an affront to humanity and the dignity of a human being. And when we think of children being destroyed at such early age, this should be an outcry throughout the country.
The Welfare Division, which falls under the Ministry of Social Services, Community Development and Gender Affairs, exists primarily to safeguard people against human degradation emanating from poverty, old age, mental and physical disability, acts of God, and other forms of misfortune. In more news, residents from within the city of Roseau now have an improved and reliable water supply. On Tuesday, the government of Dominica officially commissioned a $4.5 million storage tank in Monbruce. The 500,000-gallon tank will not only provide water for residents of the city, but will also serve the Windsor Park Stadium. The new storage tank will also supply bulk water to visiting cruise ships. The new storage tank project was executed by contractor Ace Engineering, which has worked on the project for the past year. The commissioning of the storage tank took place on Tuesday afternoon. GIS News will bring you more on the official function in Wednesday's newscast. And after 9 years as Chief Youth Development Officer and even longer as a public servant, Jules Pascal is moving on. Mr. Pascal announced his retirement last week at the Volunteer Appreciation Day put on by the Youth Development Division. He said that 2012 is his final year at the forefront of this activity.
This year is my last year as speaking to volunteers in such a forum, because I will soon be leaving the Youth Development Division. Publicly, I'm saying to you that it has been a wonderful experience for me as a youth officer, as a worker in the youth department, in the youth development process.
Minister for Sports and Youth Affairs, Honorable Justina Charles, took the stage to show appreciation for Mr. Pascal's years of service, saying that persons ought to value his contribution to the island's young people. The Honorable Minister stated that she is confident that Mr. Pascal is proud of his accomplishments.
I am sure as he walked out of the system, he must be feeling proud of the work that he did as a leader. To know that he has impacted positively on the lives of many of our young people. And he looked to see persons he worked with and have reached in all spheres of development.
Meanwhile, Mr. Pascal encouraged others to work with young people as often as they can, since it is a rewarding calling.
Interacting with you young people has really helped me to stay young. And I am enjoying the process, and I will continue to interact with young people because it pays to have young people working with you. It pays to be working with young people because in the end, you feel a sense of satisfaction and you have no regrets.
Mr. Pascal urged youth to continue working towards developing themselves and their country. His final duty as Chief Youth Development Officer is this year's Youth Skills Training Program graduation ceremony, carded for next month. Present and former students of the Dodan Primary School took some time off their summer vacation to enhance the look of the classrooms. The students, along with Principal Cameron, painted the classrooms as part of this year's summer program in that community. Dion St. Rose is one of the 11 students who participated in the painting project.
First of all, they taught us how to build up our own business. They taught us how to operate small businesses and how to develop team spirit and cooperate, everything. Also volunteerism.
Principal Cameron spoke of the genesis of the program.
It came about through the youth division. Mr. Wall is a youth officer. He told me about a project they wanted to do in the community, and since I had some paint left at school, because we usually do our painting ourselves, so he said he had not identified a project yet. So I told him, well, I really want to uplift the classrooms, coming for the coming term. So he told me that would be a very good idea. So the students were at the youth center in Portsmouth for, I think, 4 days, teaching them, the basics and what they expected of them. So hence our presence here today. So they have selected the painting project.
The principal is very impressed with the students' participation in the program.
I'm really impressed with the students because they're all past students of the school. So in other words, they are giving back to the school. They were here and they are now giving back. And I think that is something that I must applaud the youth division for that. Before we had summer programs where we had the little kids, just coming, doing different things, but now involving the bigger ones and getting them involved in a project where, they are giving back to their community. I think it's something that's really a plus for the youth division.
The youth division hosted a number of programs across the island during the summer vacation, which got young people involved in educational and recreational activities. And marijuana will continue to be an illegal substance in Dominica in the foreseeable future. So says Dominica's Attorney General, Honorable Levi Peter. There has been calls in some circles for the drug to be legalized. However, the Attorney General says local laws governing the legality of marijuana is not expected to change anytime soon. The Attorney General spoke on the subject matter when he addressed the Crime and Violence Forum in Point Michelle on Monday.
So far as society is concerned, at this point in time, marijuana is an illegal substance. And unless and until the laws are changed, then that, in my humble opinion, should be respected. The laws can be changed, like most, if not all laws. And if people feel strongly enough about it, no doubt they will lobby their various parliamentary representatives to change it. But I suspect that there is not a groundswell of opinion in Dominica for the legalization of marijuana.
Marijuana has been classified as a Class B drug in Dominica, which means that it is illegal to cultivate, sell, or possess the drug. finally, this news time, a memorial service is planned for Wednesday to mourn the deaths of the victims who were killed in an explosion at Ome Oil Refinery in northwestern Venezuela last Saturday. President Hugo Chavez declared 3 days of mourning subsequent to news of the blast, which occurred at about 1 a.m., killing 39 people and injuring over 80 more. GIS News will bring you information on the memorial service, which is carried for 9 a.m. on August 29, 2012 at the Petrocaribe complex in Jimit. Venezuelan ambassador to Dominica, Her Excellency Carmen Martinez de Grijalba, government officials, Petrocaribe staff, and Venezuelans here are expected to attend the service. And that's the English segment of the news. We now join Macpherson St. Louis for the Creole highlights.
Allô tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole, non moins c'est Macpherson St. Louis. Premièrement, plus que 600 étudiants neufs qui ont pris place en Dominica State College pour l'année l'école neuf qui a ouvert en septembre l'année salam. Cérémonie orientation prend place en l'occasion St. Gerard's Hall en Roseau lundi. Orientation ça la chaîne qui a renforcé le commitment gouvernement Dominique qui a mis attention à cette éducation. Le gouvernement a fait un bon investissement en GNSP là, qui a concerné l'éducation, puis en budget l'année 2012-2013, le ministre de l'Éducation recevait plus gros tranche l'argent qu'il peut dépenser. Le gouvernement a aussi tenu un commitment en graduate university en chaque maison par l'année 2015. Le gouvernement Dominique a testifié commitment et a mis à ses affaires éducation, les affaires au bâtiment State College 9, qui a bâti à présent, qui a expecté pour ouvrir par l'année prochaine. L'occasion 9 salles qui tient accommodation pour plus de 2000 étudiants. En autre nouvelle, le gouvernement Dominique en chemin fait ratification convention pour moun et puis disabilité en Dominique. Parole celle-là sorti un exécutif directeur association moun disabilité Dominique Nathalie Murphy. Murphy fait parole celle-là pendant l'association la tient grand meeting à yo lundi semaine celle-là.
Nous tapons officiel communication au gouvernement qui cabinet approuve décision là que pour ratifier convention ça là membre public là qui changé nous à nos campagnes pour 5 années pour le gouvernement ratifier convention ça là so nous confiance qui ça qui fait tout de suite avec ça que moi c'était fait avant journée internationale l'année ça là ça c'est décembre 3 décembre et bien ça que nous que pris information publique là les nous confirmation qui gouvernement ratifié convention là.
En même temps aussi, l'association a bien plaisir pour support à gouvernement.
Ça c'est une bonne nouvelle pour nous, ça c'est ça qui fait nous plus plaisir avec puis ça qui est un grand achievement pour nous. Puis depuis nous commencer l'association là, nous avons créé un sous-gouvernement pour signer, pour ratifier différents traités internationaux que United Nations a formulé. Avec ça, c'est assez dernier là pour ça ratifier avec nous oui mais c'est gouvernement officiellement il fait ça mais nous avons créé à pour pas perdre d'autres temps faire ça plus vite qu'il va ratifier convention là pour nous ça ni une célébration à l'association là.
Le gouvernement Dominique officiellement ouvert facilité de l'eau Mont-Bruce Jordan. C'est vraiment pour officiellement ouvert facilité cela pour place et puis été attendu par président Excellency Dr. Nicholas Liverpool, Premier ministre Honorable Roosevelt Skerritt, ministère management de l'eau Honorable Reginald Ostring, ensemble et puis d'autres officiers gouvernement. Facilité celle-là qui a coûté plus de $4 millions l'argent nous, bâti par compagnie de Wasco. Projet celle-là qui a au meilleur service de l'eau Moun en Mont-Bruce, Kings Hill, Charlottesville et puis Ville-Roseau. Et qui a aussi un service bateau touriste et puis Stadium Windsor Park. Finalement, plusieurs organisations Credit Union pays OECST assemblées en Dominique semaine passée pour grand meeting ailleurs. Meeting ça là te prend place en l'occasion Ross University en Guantans. Ils discuté plusieurs bagailles qui affectent Credit Union pays OECS pendant meeting des jours là. Ils aussi tapé opportunité brancher ces différents Credit Union là en tous ces pays là où là ils que ça collaborer et puis on les l'autre meilleur. Ça fait pour mener jeunesse en mouvement salam. Ça fait qu'à concerner vieux l'argent, ça crée money laundering et puis intégration Credit Union taper attention. En même temps aussi, officier Credit Union ici en Dominique Cletus Joseph fait parole qui, même si globalisation qui existe à présent, c'est une bonne bagaille pour le mouvement Credit Union en région là. Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelle en créole pour à présent. Non moins, c'est Macpherson St. Louis. Au revoir.
Up next is the tip of the day.
Let your spirit take to flight. Let your heart run free and wild. Find your soul in Dominica, the nature isle.
On today's tip, we'll talk to you about the importance of being punctual. To be punctual, you should be well rested. When you are tired, it is difficult to motivate yourself to be on time for anything. If you get enough rest to not feel sluggish during the day, your chance of being on time for appointments and events will be increased. A good way to ensure that you are well rested is to go to sleep at a decent time. And that's National Focus. As usual, we invite your suggestions or your comments, so please feel free to drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm, or you can visit our website at news.gov.dm, or you could visit our GIS Dominica page on YouTube and Facebook. On behalf of the entire news team, I'm your presenter, Tarnia Green. Thank you so much for watching, and do remember to join us again tomorrow.
There's a point I want to share with you. They say there's nothing you can do about an earthquake. It's sudden. But there's something we can do. Having our family planning meeting in advance, just in case, to protect the children and the family.
Hey, nous pas parler condom, coil et tablet. So any monkey may kui, but when you're running, you must know where you're running to. Okay?
See me on Twambla an earthquake. You, your family, and your children, and everybody at home must know exactly what to do, where to go, where to run. And the other thing is that you must know your surroundings. Because in your pied-bois, you can trip and fall and get hurt. Another secure place to go is under a table. Don't go under a glass table or a window or a door. It will break and shikaye and cut you. Go under a strong table. You want to see how? You come in, you get it. But it's not just to drop, cover, and hold. And then you have your head in your leg and you cover your head and you cover your eyes and Felix, tell them.
And yes, drop, cover, and hold. But only pour savoir comment kailabati know your surroundings, where it is safe in the house.
And one thing to remember, if an earthquake happens, you must find a secure place. And your bathroom is a secure place, a sure place. Because the smaller the place, the more secure you are. So remember that.
And under a potager, the dresser is a very good place to hide.
I agree.
The closet, where you have all those old jackets and those kiang, all the shoes, is a very good place, it's a safe place. The closet.
That's a good idea.
And the bookshelf, n'importe place comme ça qui s'est tombé à sous. Stay away.
A message from the Office of Disaster Management in Dominica.
Together we build, together we strive. We see it all on your Government Information Service, Channel 7. This is the Government Information Service, bringing you all that you need to know about all that's happening in your country's development. GIS, you and your channel.
Let your spirit take to flight. Let your heart run free and wild. Find your soul in Dominica, the nature isle.
Do you have uncovered water storage drums around your home? Do you dispose of old tires, cans, and old containers capable of holding water anywhere in your environment? Are you being bitten by mosquitoes, particularly at dusk and early morning? Do you keep houseplants in water? Do you spend your hard-earned cash to control mosquitoes? Has your community experienced dengue fever outbreaks? If your answer is yes to at least 3 questions above, you are at risk to dengue fever. Join the fight against dengue fever. The responsibility for a dengue-free Dominica lies with you. So, get rid of the Aedes aegypti mosquito.
Hey! Hold on, boy. You know what a tsunami is?
A tsunami, c'est les amis ou sous.
What parle sort?
I say all sorts of things. Si vous parlez de ça, a tsunami, c'est les namu sous.
Boy, you have to take it serious, boy, Felix, boy. You're too drunk. Tsunami is serious. Let me hear what a real tsunami will feel like.
Aïe! Ah! Oui, mon Dieu! Où n'est moi,
No, my friend. Upokone. This is just a taste of what a real tsunami feel like. Because I'm poisoned. Your life depends on that.
Why? So c'est ça qui fait ces moun la hod Sri Lanka, Japan avec ces places là?
My friend, you're right. A tsunami is swift, it is sudden, and it's deadly.
Il can balayer tout ça qui est en chemin.
All you after an earthquake, listen carefully to me. Ouvrez yeux, open your eyes, open your ears. Move swiftly, move speedily, run. I tell you, run.
Ou
panijeta, I say, run. It's like Solomon.
Toute l'école, toute famille, tout travail, tout monde supposé savoir. Right now, where you running to? Sultano tsunami kavini.
This is not a joke.
Why, Franklin? I don't want you to take it seriously. Eh? This is not a joke.
Tsunami is no joke. Yes, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
We go in higher. How come you see how Department of Disaster Preparedness is?
It's a message from the Management Office of Disaster in Dominica. Take it seriously.
Tsunami, c'est pas pour moi qui a fait what you.
You hear that?